Hey guys, welcome back to another Heavy Metal Diecast video. Today we have one here from Dragon Wings, the Warbird series. It is 1/72nd scale diecast, of course. It is an F-15E Strike Eagle from the 90th Fighter Squadron of the 3rd Wing, Paradise. That's their nickname, of course. The 90th Fighter Squadron is one of the oldest units in the United States Air Force. Originally formed as the 90 Aero Squadron in 1917 and would see action during World War I on the Western Front. During World War II, it then fired itself a bomber squadron, and it did continue this into the Korean War as well. And then in the 1960s, they would then convert to a tactical fighter squadron. Then in the 90s, it would find itself as the 90th Fighter Squadron, and a designation they currently still have, and swapping their F4s out for F-15s like we have here. And the unit is still currently active, but now it does fly the F-22 Raptor. And it does come in a usual sort of Dragon Wing. We just opened that Velcro noisily for you. It doesn't have many details in the flap or anything like that. It just has that big old F-15 sitting in there. In the box, of course, does have some ordnance in the packet there, some instructions that looks to be in there, and the canopy for an open canopy, I suppose. But as we say, it is no good in the box. How about we get this Eagle out and have a real good look at it? So here it is out of the box. It does come with a set of instructions that does allocate where to put the landing gear and the ordnance. It does come with a stand that you just whack together like that. Oddly enough, it is the same stand that the World War II fighters come with, so being quite a larger aircraft, we'll see how that does sit on that stand, and we'll get that lid off so we can see this F-15. As I said, this was a second-hand purchase, but it does look pretty new. It doesn't look like it's been opened. We'll get that. Does have some little baggies of the little tweezers that you get with it, and some gear bay doors. It also does have some more ordnance parts on there, and a fuel tank that we will put most likely in the center pylon. The other ordnance is in the packet here, and that's a spare canopy for if you want to have the canopy in the open position, and the landing gear, and some more ordnance to the side there. But what we'll do is we'll get this out of the packet. Get the plastic cover off there and get this F-15 Eagle into our hands, of course. And it does look quite nice if we sort of have a little look at those panel lines first. It does have some pretty reasonable detail. That is not too bad. Have a look at those tail markings, of course, which is quite nice. It does have a reasonable weight to it. The canopy does look to be, you know, sort of a coloured, sort of a tint through it, which is pretty cool. Let's see if we'll try and get this off. I'll look at it. Canopy opens like so, and it does have some pilot figures sitting in there. It does have a little bit of detail. Hopefully you can see that detail in there, but that's not too bad. Obviously that is in the closed position. We'll swing around to the front of the aircraft. As I said, this is a pretty reasonably weighted aircraft. The F-15 is not a tiny fighter. You can see some of the details on there. It does look very nice. It's got some reasonable engine detail there, some shading, some colorization between the different metals. Yeah, I reckon it's pretty cool for what it is, of course. A nice F-15 Eagle. What we'll do is we'll turn it over and have a little look underneath, of course. And it is in the gear up, so there you have to remove those gear bay doors there and chuck the landing gear on, which we will do, of course. It does have some pylons on there. I don't know if it's meant to be, if you were normally meant to put them on there, or if it's like this. As I said, this was a second-hand purchase, so I am just hoping it is, you know, all together and all there, so I can show you everything like that. And this is if you get one yourself, if you can find one. Being a Dragon Wings, these are no longer made, of course, so you will have to source these second hand. But look, while we've got this turned over, what we'll do is we will put some landing gear on it and chuck some ordnance on it and kit it all out and come right back. And here we have the F-15E all kitted out. I did put all the ordnance on that was provided in my model, although some of it was not on the instructions, like the central fuselage tank and the bomb load, that was not on my instructions that were provided. This had to be sort of glued on because the previous owner had it glued on for some reason. I don't know why. And there was a little bit of paint missing underneath the fuselage there from where he glued it on, and which does cover the stand hole. And as I said, these stands are quite small. They're the same ones they use with their World War II aircraft. And so when you have a larger F-15 sitting on it, they do wobble a bit and sort of move around. I don't think they'd fall off, but they do look a little bit precarious on there. I did put the Sidewinders on the inner and the larger missiles on the outer pylon. So they were on the instructions, and of course the landing gear. They drop in, they just have a gear bay door there and a gear bay door on either side of the main wheels that drop in. They don't move or roll or anything like that. That's unfortunate, but that's just the way it is. The only issue I really had was actually putting the Sidewinder and the other missile ordnance on. You have those really weird tabs, and it is just a pain in the butt to really put those on to try and get them to slip over. That's the only qualm I do have with the Dragon models. Apart from that, their models are really fantastic, and I think they're really nice. And we'll just turn it over. As I said, you can put that other canopy in the open position. It does have some nice stabilizer movement there, and that is another feature, as well as the air brake that does open, of course. You can open that up. My sausage fingers, I don't think, will allow me. Of course not. You do get provided a little rod, so when you have that open, you'll have the shaft for the air brake that will sit into the base of the aircraft. So if you do have that in the open position, but I reckon it does set up nicely, and we'll just put it down on the deck, of course, and we'll zoom in a fraction, and there we have it. That is the F-15, or the McDonnell Douglas, well, actually the Boeing I think now owns it, F-15E Strike Eagle from the 90th Fighter Squadron, from the 3rd Wing, of course, and they are called the Paradise, and it is from the Warbird series from Dragon Wings in 1/72nd scale diecast, and I think it is a pretty good looking unit, so yeah. I'll take some photos of this, and I'll chuck this on at the conclusion of the video, and if you do like it, give us a bit of a like if you can afford the time to do that, and even why not even subscribe to the channel, of course. And I do thank you for spending your valuable time watching another one of my videos. Alright guys, you have a fantastic rest of your day. Cheers guys.